Well, new here at 4 o'clock, re-entry into society after you've been in prison can be tough. Getting a job, a place to live, emotional support, it can all be very challenging, but some people go on to make valuable contributions to their communities. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Patricia Del Rio discovered a program that honors people who've turned their lives around and are now giving back.
I found myself in federal prison for 10 years.
Even before Tahiba Bain went to prison in 2002 and served a decade for dealing drugs, she promised herself she would come out a better person.
And I was sitting at home and I was holding my 2 babies and I realized, I'm not going to see them for a long time, if ever again. And I said, if I ever get a chance, I'm never going to do this again. My life has to change.
And it did. Tahiba founded a nonprofit organization, Women Against Mass Incarceration, which mentors women when they get out of prison.
We're the last person to be considered for employment. We're the last person to be considered for apartments. And the reason being is because of the taboo and the stigma that comes with being formerly incarcerated.
Tahiba's work has earned her the honor of being part of the Great 8. 8 people from Connecticut, all formerly incarcerated, who've gone on to make substantial contributions in their communities. It's a recognition of 4 men and 4 women who've turned their lives around and are giving back. Tahiba's name and the 7 others are part of the Connecticut Hall of Change exhibit at the Old Newgate Prison, which is now a museum in East Granby. A video plays with each of them sharing their story.
Because we all have the power within to change our life for the better. And we need support to make that happen.
There is a certain poignancy that these former inmates are now being recognized at a museum that was once a prison. Their names on a wall, being honored for their contributions to society, something they probably never imagined when they were sitting in their cells.
It became surreal at the time of induction, and I am so grateful.
The Great 8 and the Connecticut Hall of Change is the brainchild of Charlie Grady. He works for the FBI, he's a retired Hamden detective, and this nonprofit is his passion in his free time. We met up with Tahiba and Charlie at the Legacy Theater in Brantford, where they're rehearsing for a series of plays to be held there called Expanded Voices. Some of the Great 8 are cast members and tell their stories through powerful monologues.
Not only have they overcome those challenges, but they blew those challenges out the water and have done extremely positive things in the communities that oftentimes they once created havoc in.
During his career, Charlie put a lot of people in jail. Now he's helping former inmates when they get out. He says it all started back in 1993 when he arrested a drug dealer.
He sat at his kitchen table and cried like a baby about having to go back to jail. And he swore that this was the last time he would ever do such a thing.
The man's words changed how Grady saw his role as a peace officer.
And I said, listen, when you're done with all of this that happens, whatever it may be, if you truly mean you want to turn your life around, I'll be here waiting for you. And I will help you turn your life around.
When he got out, Charlie was waiting.
I was there, and I helped him to reestablish himself. I helped him to get a new job, get training as a tractor-trailer operator, and he now owns several trucks, and he's all over the country, owns his own home and the whole bit.
Connecticut Hall of Change will soon be inducting new Great 8 members for 2021, and the program is expected to expand nationwide, honoring people in every state who've rebuilt their lives in exemplary ways and have refused to let prior bad decisions define the rest of their lives. Patricia Del Rio, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.